You're tuned into the Soft Rebel Station. I'm Misty. Hi, friends. Welcome in for this very gentle, low to the ground practice to help you savor the moment, okay? This practice is really just a great way and a great reminder to slow down, notice life, notice what's happening around you and within you, and really savor the moments that we have. I'm going to expand on that a little bit more, but first, just to let you know, I'm only suggesting 2 blocks for this practice. You don't actually need 2 blocks, but they can make this practice a little bit more enjoyable. And then also maybe a blanket to sit on. We are going to end class with some seated breath work, okay? We are going to start lying down in Shavasana. If you have the blocks, place one on each long side of the mat, right at about your hip height, okay? Because we're going to be doing a twist. And if you're going to utilize these, it'll be really nice to let the knee or the thigh rest on, okay? And then I want you to go ahead and lay down in Shavasana. And once you get there, I want you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. And start to take some nice, slow, full breaths, breathing down into the chest and the belly. I'm staying seated because I want to read something to you guys, so enjoy laying down in Shavasana. I will meet you there. Now, as you continue to take these nice, slow, full breaths, I just want you to practice really being present with the breath, noticing the movement of the air, noticing the oxygen, energizing your body, and really just savoring this very simple thing that we do every day in and out without even thinking about it. While you do that, I am going to read you something from a book called The Radiance Sutras, 112 Gateways to the Yoga of Wonder and Delight. So this is a Sanskrit writing, sutras, that there are 112 of them. And so in this book, the first part of the book is the sutras, and then the back of the book is a suggestive meditation for each verse of the sutra. There are 112 verses. So today, the one that I would like to talk to you about is the Sanskrit word rasa. Rasa. So the definition of rasa is juice, best or finest part of anything, essence, liquor, elixir, potion, nectar, taste, flavor, love, affection, desire, pleasure, delight. And then the author goes on to say, I love the word rasa. What a range of succulent meanings. You can meditate with rasa, which means physical taste, and also the juiciness of life in general. Rasa is a state of cherishing life in which you are open to the outer world and its ever-changing play, and open to your inner world and the ever-changing play of your subjective responses. Rasa emerges anytime you are savoring your life experience, witnessing your own emotions as if you are watching a play or movie. Juice yourself up. If you are practicing meditation, develop and cherish your appreciation for the great taste in life. If you are attentive, a sip of pure water is delicious. You might find yourself craving sunlight, water, the air you find in a forest, the smell of garlic, the taste of apricots, chocolate with sea salt, a sip of wine, or high-quality juice. These desires may be telling you of an element you need for your health, your physical, emotional, or spiritual well-being. Yoga refines instincts. You need to listen to them. As your body awakens, so will desires. Explore them as appropriate for your situation. So today, our practice is inspired by the teaching and idea of Rasa. We are as I'm filming this, currently in a summer season where the days are long, there is so much to do. So many of us are going on vacations and we're doing things around the house and we're gardening and we're spending time outside. And it's this very expansive, explosive time of year. And I want today's practice to be a reminder to slow down in that expansiveness and enjoy the moments, the big ones, the small ones, and everything in between. And so that is what we are going to do with this practice, is really lean into savoring and enjoying these very simple, gentle movements, breath work. Okay? So I'm going to meet you in Shavasana. And as we have all been here for a few minutes breathing, being aware of the breath, enjoying the breath, savoring the breath, what I would like for you to do now is take your hands and rub your palms together. Create a little heat, a little friction. Notice the heat. Enjoy it. Savor it. And then take your hands and cover your eyes. Notice how it feels to close out the light. Feel the warmth of your hands on your face. And then we're going to do 3 cycles of bee's breath here, just to really calm the nervous system and let us enjoy this practice as much as possible. So for this, I want you to inhale through your nose. On the exhale, keep your lips closed and hum. We're going to do that 3 times. Hands are still over the eyes. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, hum. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, hum. One last time. Beautiful. Take the hands off of the eyes, open the eyes if they were closed, let the light in, savor it as you reach your hands up overhead for a nice good morning stretch. So reach through the feet, reach through the hands, take a big inhale in and a slow exhale out. Good. Coming into Banana Asana, we're going to stay on our backs, and I want you to take your feet and move them to the right corner of the mat. And then we're going to take our hands and slide them over to the right corner of the mat. So it's like our body is in the shape of a banana. Okay? We want to try to keep both shoulders glued down to the mat, both hips down on the mat. and allow this stretch to come through the side of the body, our left side body. Take a couple of breaths, savor the stretch. On your next inhale, bring everything back to center. Hands come back to center, feet come back to center. Take a breath here, pause. And then take that banana to the other side of the mat. So now your feet move to the left corner and the hands to the left corner. 3 breaths here. Good. On an inhale, come back to center. And from here, we're going to hug our right knee in towards our chest. Give it just a little squeeze, a little rock, and then guide the knee across your body to the left side of your mat for a spinal twist. This is where that knee or calf or any part of the leg can land on that block for some support. Extend the right arm out behind you long. Take 3 breaths. Notice if you're clenching anywhere in the bottom leg. See if you can relax. Good. Slowly unravel, come back to center. Right leg goes long. And we hug the left knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then guide it across your body towards the right side of your mat for a spinal twist on this side. Left arm extends long behind you. Breathe here. Savoring the breath, savoring the slowness. Savoring the expansion that is happening in the body as we stretch and twist and unwind here. And slowly bring everything back to center. Left leg goes long. Now we're going to hug both knees into the chest. You can rock a little from side to side, massaging the back and the spine. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up to an easy seat. You can rock and roll to come up, or just turn onto your side and press your way up, whatever feels best for you. Okay, so once we come up, we'll just find a nice little easy seat, and your blocks, if they aren't, just make sure they're right outside of the hips, okay? Or if you're not using them, that's fine as well. So we're just going to start with some very simple seated cat-cows. Inhale, press your chest forward, tilt your chin up. Exhale, curve the spine behind you, chin to chest. Good. A few more. Taking the time to slowly awaken the spine here. Really savoring each movement. Perfect. After your next exhale, just come back to neutral. And from here, we're going to find a beautiful side body stretch. If you have the block, I want your right forearm to come down to the block on your right side as you reach your left arm up and over, side body stretch. Good. Breathe here. Now bend your left elbow and bring your left hand behind your head as the elbow points up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your left elbow down towards your right elbow for a little crunch. Inhale, elbow reaches back up. Exhale, crunch. One more. Good. Inhale the left elbow back up. Reach the hand up towards the sky. And then bring the left hand behind your back for a bind. So you'll rotate the arm, really opening up through that left shoulder. Maybe glance down at your right forearm. And then slowly, keeping the bind, rise back up to center. Beautiful. With that bind, I just want you to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Find a little bit of a stretch. Breathe here. Bring the head back to neutral. Release the bind. Same thing, other side. Left forearm comes down to your block. Right arm reaches up and over, side body stretch. Check in with this right shoulder. If it's curving down towards the mat, open it up. Good. Bend the elbow. Bring the right hand behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Reach the hand up and then rotate the arm. Bring it behind the back for a bind. Gaze down at your left forearm. And then rise back up to center, keeping the right hand behind you. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Breathe. Savor. Good. Head comes back to neutral. Release the bind. And coming into just a few Sufi grinds. So we're really going to get into this beautiful rotation with the rib cage and the spine. I want you to inhale your chest forward, tilt your chin up, and then as you exhale, we're going to sort of curve the spine to the right and back. Inhale, left and front. Okay, so we're like making this circle around ourselves with the breath. One of my teachers describes it as your torso is the spoon or the spatula trying to get the last bits of peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar. Good. Pause the next time you come forward. Reverse the movement. And slowly come back to center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to just fold forward over our legs for just a moment. So maybe come down to your forearms. If that's not available, stay up on your fingertips. But just allow a little bit of release and stretch in the lower back. You might even sway gently from side to side. And slowly walk up from that. Now bring the hands behind you. Fingertips are facing the glutes. And press into the ground to lift the chest up, tilt the head back, and then maybe even find a gentle sway here in this chest opener. Okay. Come back to center for just a minute. We're going to uncross the legs, take the feet hips width distance, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Come back onto the hands again one more time and lift up for a reverse tabletop. You can let the head drop, take a breath. And lower the hips back down to the ground. Good. From here, we're going to just windshield wiper the legs from side to side a couple of times. And then we're going to drop to the right in a 90-90 position. Legs will be sort of in this 90-90 position. Okay, we're just going to be here for a couple of minutes, which is why I'm not turning around because I'm about to face you the other way. So in this 90-90 position, I want you to lean over your right leg, okay? Fingers are TP'd up, and just find some gentle undulation with the spine. Getting into the hips for just a moment here. Good. Sit back up tall. Come back towards center. Windshield wiper a couple of times. And then this time we will let them drop to the left. Okay. Same thing. TP the hands. Lean forward at about a 45-degree angle and just gentle undulations with the spine. Good. Come back up nice and slow. Come back to center. Windshield wiper a couple more times. And then bring those feet back in about hips width distance if they had splayed out. Lean back on the hands and lift back up into that reverse tabletop. Okay, you can stay right here, or if you want to extend one leg long and then the other and balance on the heels for a reverse plank. Take a breath wherever you are. Maybe this burns a little, savor that too. And on an exhale, lower the hips down to the ground. Good. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. On an exhale, fold over the legs. I invite the bend in the knees so that you can really release through the lower back and the hamstrings. Maybe find that gentle sway again. Okay, slowly press up, and we are going to meet again in an easy seat. So if you have a blanket or a block that you want to prop yourself up on, feel free to do so. To end practice, we are going to practice a mudra and some breath work together. Okay, so what I want to go over first is the mudra. Today we will be using the Jala mudra. which is the gesture of water for activating the water element. As we moved through practice, there was some dynamic movement, a lot of fluidity with the spine, and I want us to lean into that energy with this mudra. The affirmation for this mudra is bathed in water's soothing stream, I savor life's sweetness more completely. That's exactly what we're doing here today. So for this mudra, we're going to do this with both hands. You want to bring the tip of your pinky to touch the tip of your thumb while the 3 other fingers extend out long. And then we're going to rest this mudra on our legs, thighs, lap, okay? So activating the water element, savoring life's sweetness more completely. So we're going to practice a breath visualization. And what I mean by this is that as we breathe, we're going to visualize our breath as a waterfall. Okay, so leaning into that water element. As we inhale, I want you to imagine that your breath is traveling from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, up your back body. And then as you exhale, the water pours over your forehead, the breath pours over your forehead and down to the base of the spine, like a waterfall. Okay, so like this beautiful cycle of water, we inhale the breath up the back body, exhale, let it pour over the head, back down the front body, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Just simple inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, your breath travels up your back body. Exhale, the breath pours over the crown of the head like a waterfall. Back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just imagining your breath as a waterfall. Keep breathing, keep visualizing. After your next exhale, release the mudra. And again, rub the hands together. Cup them over your eyes. Let's do 3 more rounds of bee's breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, hum. Release the hands, keep the eyes closed. Bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And we'll end this class with a bow of gratitude. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for taking the time to slow down and savor these moments. And go ahead and open your eyes. All right, thank you so much. I will see you again soon.